What is up, guys? It's me, TheGamingD. Welcome back to another Wrestling Fans podcast. This is Ep.3. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a minute. For the people who actually enjoyed, watching these, it's not many people who have actually viewed these little podcasts. But for the people who have and have been wanting some, I'm sorry. Life has been happening on my end. We got through the holidays, Christmas and that. The new year. Work has been very busy. And then I ended up getting COVID. I went 2 years without getting COVID, and I'm probably the safest guy in the world. I go to work, come home. Like, I don't really do much in between then and. So, it's. I had to deal with that. Which was, it sucked. It really sucked. It didn't, hit me that bad. It just made me very tired. Majority of the days that I was out of work, I just slept. Didn't really have the energy to do anything. And then went back to work. Been very busy, short-staffed, just like every business in the country. And then from there, things started to look up. We started getting more staff. More people were applying. All that was going on, and then last week, my dog buddy of almost 10 years, or about a little over a month shy of 10 years, he passed away. And that hit me very hard. As I'm recording this, he passed away on January 10th of 2022, around, I'd say, 10 a.m. And today is January 27th of 2020, and it's almost 1 a.m. So it's a week without my dog, my best friend that I've had for everything, been with me through all my relationships, through the end of middle school, all of high school, the start of me being an adult. I'm 23, gonna be 24 soon. He's been with me through every major life event that has happened, and it was rough. It was really rough. I was really considering making a video and just saying, like, hey guys, I'm gonna be gone for a while, and just upload again when the new WWE game comes out. But a week after his passing, it still hits me very hard. I miss him. I'm in my room. He would normally be in here with me. Record. This is my second video recording since he's been gone, because I just did one before this, and every time I used to record, I'd always either have to go over to him, pet him or something, or keep saying hey bud, silence because you can hear him in the background snoring. So there's probably a few videos out there on my channel of him just snoring while I'm recording, and I just dealt with it. Oh, but yeah, he's my best friend. He's been there through everything with me, and I'm really genuinely going to miss him. It's really hard on me just going every day without, seeing him. I replay stuff in my head about the day that he passed. Like I got up to go to the bathroom, I got a drink, I pet him on the head, he looked me in the eyes, and I just pet him, like it was a normal day, and then maybe like 20 minutes later, my dad comes rushing in here just saying he's gone, and I go out into my living room, and every time I do, I can picture when I walked out after he said that, and I saw him just laying on the floor. I had a really, it's been really rough on me. I've been through a lot of, people dying in my family and in my life, and this is the hardest thing that has ever happened to me. And, yeah. So, with that, I'm going to be, kind of like, I'm going to be feeling it for a long time. I've been thinking about getting another dog. Mainly not for me, but for my dad, because he was like another child to my dad, and he misses him every day. Just talking to him today about it, I always say to him, I'm like, I really missed him today, and he started to like cry about it, and my dad's not the type to really cry, so it's been rough. It's been really, really rough. I miss him a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna just end that. All the depressing stuff. I've been, talking about it for too long. I miss him. I love him, and hopefully I can see him in the future if there is something like that can actually happen, because I'll make sure to give him a big ol' hug and just let him lick my face. But yeah, enough with that. Let's get into wrestling related stuff. So the Royal Rumble is coming up. The Royal Rumble is this Saturday. I believe they did it this Saturday instead of Sunday because of the playoffs, the NFL playoffs. I don't really like that they keep doing these pay-per-views on Saturdays. Sundays are normally like my days off from work, so when they do it Saturday, I either have to rush out of work and just try to get home a little early, or I end up missing some of it, and then I have to just restart it, even though it's live, and then I just end up missing a bunch of stuff. Or I just end up spoiling some stuff for me on Twitter. But yeah, the Royal Rumble's coming up. There aren't a lot of matches that are kind of like scheduled for it. So they have, so far, this is coming from the WWE website, their match list for the Royal Rumble. God damn. Let me just... Alright. So we have the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar, the champion, versus Bobby Lashley. That's going to be a very exciting match. People have been wanting this match for years, and it's finally coming. So I'm excited. I would love to see Bobby Lashley win, and then them have maybe a rematch at WrestleMania, because that would be sick. I think it's gonna be kind of like a fast-paced match. I think it might be like short and sweet. But I hope Bobby wins. Somehow that'd be cool. If not, Brock's doing his thing right now, man. He's being himself, which I like a lot. Next match, Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns, the champion, versus Seth freaking Rollins. Now, the rumor is that back at day one, the day one pay-per-view, the rumor was Roman Reigns was supposed to lose to Brock Lesnar. And then, obviously, it's going to lead up to, like, a WrestleMania thing. But Roman ended up getting COVID, came down with COVID that day. Brock was put into it was like a fatal 5-way or whatever for the WWE Championship. Ended up pinning the champion, Big E, and became champion. So the other rumor is going around that Seth Rollins is going to beat Roman in this match. I don't think Roman Reigns should lose. They built him up to be such like an animal. Had him defeat The Fiend and freaking Braun Strowman to win the title. Then they had all these amazing matches with like Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, who else? Cesaro. There's so many people that he had really good matches with, and he's a good champion. I'm very disappointed that they took Paul Heyman away from the tribal chief. So they don't have a special council. They do still wear the bloodline shirts, but I think they should kind of remake it just to get Paul Heyman off. But I don't think Seth Rollins should beat him. Seth Rollins in all of the matches when it comes to with the championship, Seth Rollins has beaten Roman Reigns every single time. Like the year that he came back, went to Money in the Bank, beat Roman for the title, and then Dean Ambrose ended up coming in and like cashing in on Seth Rollins. I don't think Seth should win this. It's maybe save it for something else. Like I genuinely believe Seth Rollins should not be the main event picture. I think he should go towards like the US champ, or go towards the IC champ. Because if he holds one of those titles, I feel like he can bring something to that championship. The WWE and Universal Championships are well known as these are the main championships and that's what we're trying to get. I don't think they should try to give him this championship because it's not going to do anything for him as a character or a person. Like he's already Seth freaking Rollins. Like, he's won the championship enough. Obviously, like, he'll have more championship runs in his, career, but I don't think he should beat Roman. That's my opinion. Roman needs to stay the top dog, because if not, then this whole bloodline thing has just been a waste of time for the last like year plus, because it's, you know. Next match, Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch, the champ, against a Doudrop. This is the dumbest match ever. Doudrop should not be in the championship picture. I think it should continuously have been. I don't know. I can't speak. I'm sorry. Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan's the next champion in WWE. She has the crowd behind her. You know, she's actually doing good in the ring. You know, she looks good. I feel like she would fit that perfect. She needs to get a little bit better on the microphone, and she needs to just seem like she has more like confidence in herself when she is speaking. But like, if someone's going to beat Becky Lynch, and if they want to raise someone to the top, I think it should be Liv Morgan. Like, she's the best out of the Riot Squad. And that's kind of saying a lot, because Ruby Riot's doing her thing right now in as Ruby Soho, I think, in AEW. Not doing bad, but still is kind of like she was winning like a lot of matches when she first joined, but she's kind of like in the spot like she was when she came back from her injury in WWE, and was starting to team up with Liv again. Like, she's just getting beat up. She's a small girl. She's getting beat up. And then, you know, you got Sarah Logan, who had a child, and I don't know where or what she's doing since then, but I think Liv Morgan should have been in this position. She was for day one. You know, it was a good match, really good match, but they took it away from her. So, but I feel like Becky's gonna win. If she loses to Doudrop, like, come on, like, figure it out, man. Next match, we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. Edge and Beth Phoenix are going to win 100%. Like, I think this is kind of like a cool match, like power couple type thing, and it kind of makes sense on why Beth stepped down from the commentary table of NXT. I think she just wants to wrestle again, and she didn't want to have to wrestle and do commentary and, you know, kind of do all that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a fun match. I wish they would make it like an Extreme Rules match, or, you know, Falls Count Anywhere or something like that, just to give it a little more oomph. But, you know, Maurice is a pretty girl. She doesn't do, you know, getting hit with chairs or going through tables, you know, this and that. I know Beth would, but with Maurice, definitely not. Then we got the men's and women's Royal Rumble. For the women's, again, I'm going to say this, Liv Morgan. If Liv Morgan does not win this women's Royal Rumble, I kind of give up when it comes to WWE and their what they're doing when it comes to their creative. Because Liv Morgan is like the perfect person to win a Royal Rumble. Tell me different. She's someone who is coming up and actually, like, doing good in her career, and you need to push that person. It's like Roman Reigns, they should have pushed him when he was in the Shield, not after the Shield broke up, and then they just jammed him down your throat for 2 years. And just giving him championship match after championship match. Having a main event WrestleMania freaking 4 years in a row. Come on. Like we need Liv Morgan. She needs to win this. 110%. Liv Morgan. There is no other woman in the WWE who is deserving of a push. Maybe, Dana Brooks. She's been around for a while, but again, she needs to figure out like her in-ring stuff, because I've seen some of her recent stuff, and it's she's got a lot of botches. Natalia, I think she deserves maybe another like world championship run, instead of having just the Divas championship on her resume, or like the women's tag titles. Like Natalia would be good. She makes good matches. Her finisher is so trash though, where she does this like spinning freaking clothesline where she falls on the ground with you. Like, come on, that's kind of stupid. But I can't think of any woman in the company who is more deserving of that that WrestleMania spot than Liv Morgan. She's worked her tail off. If you compare her from when the Riot Squad started, like 3 or 4 years ago, to now, she is a big upgrade, man. She's here to perfect the craft, and I love it. Now, when it comes to the men's Royal Rumble, honestly, I don't know. I do not know who should win it. Because no matter who wins, because I can't think of anyone who is like top tier right now in WWE. Like, who? I don't know. There's a lot of rumors, like with the men's and women's Royal Rumble, like, they have the forbidden door is being opened because WWE has Mickie James gonna be in the women's Royal Rumble, and they acknowledged her as the Impact World Champion, or Women's World Champion, which is cool. It's very cool. Their WWE's clearly thinking of, opening up their how they do things, and they're gonna actually work with another company that they have been kind of giving hand-me-down talent to for years. So she's gonna be in there, but I personally think, and a lot of other people think, that the reason why she is in this Royal Rumble is because when WWE released her, the guy who released her like took her stuff that she had still like there, and put it in a trash bag and mailed it to her. And that's how she got it. It was just in a black trash bag that had her name on it, on like tape, which is disrespectful. Like, it's Mickie James. Like, I'd consider her like Hall of Fame talent in the future. But that's that. You got Lita going in. You have who else? Lita. Look me, I'm tired, man. Lita, who is it? Lita. Oh, there's a bunch of other like older wrestlers who are going into the Women's Royal Rumble, because there's not really that many women, on the main roster. Out of all people, they're bringing back Summer Rae. Summer Rae? You mean Fandango's dance partner? Summer Rae? Who needs that? Who needs that? They called her a legend too. Like a WWE legend. Okay. What'd you do? I don't think she held, a women's championship at all. She didn't really do much. She just was there. There to be there. She was on Total Divas, this and that. The men's. Oh, shit. I can't think of anyone on the men's. There's rumors that Bray Wyatt's coming back. Which, man, if he came back, dude, I would be the happiest guy alive. I have his picture right there from WrestleMania 36, I think. I think it's 36. It was the WrestleMania of 2020 when he went against John Cena. And, I love him. I love him. There's rumors that he's supposed to come back because, the whole Alexa Bliss thing, she's coming back. They got her in like therapy or something, and she's talking and stuff, and she's kind of like hinting towards he's coming back, but like not really. If he does come back, he should win the men's Royal Rumble, go to WrestleMania, beat Roman Reigns for the championship, and just go on, some crazy just attack, kill, that'd be very, very good. But if not, people who deserve a world championship opportunity. Cesaro. He kind of was last year at WrestleMania getting pushed, then fell off. Sheamus. He's been doing some really great stuff. And he's kind of like evolving his character. Who? Xavier Woods. I'd say that's my pick for the men's Royal Rumble is Xavier Woods. He's the last New Day member to, get to hold a championship. He hasn't held a singles championship, I think, in a very long time. I think that was when he was like a singles wrestler. I think he held the United States championship. I think. But yeah, man, with the King of the Ring stuff, like he killed it. He genuinely killed it. Having great matches, like he's a great performer. I think if anyone deserves to get a championship opportunity, it'd be Xavier Woods. But I'd like to see him, change something about his character. Maybe get a little meaner. Not so goofy all the time. That's the thing with the New Day. Like even Big E, when he was WWE champion, he just acted goofy too much. he didn't really fit the championship role, you know. But yeah, that's what I think about like this Royal Rumble pay-per-view. There's not really much going on for it. Maybe another woman that could win it's Rhea Ripley. She's been doing good. The Bella Twins are coming back in the Royal Rumble. Maybe see. I don't know. I have no idea, man. There's there's so many things, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Royal Rumble. What's going on for the Royal Rumble? Let's see the new wrestling game. Let's talk about that a little bit. New wrestling game is going to be releasing March 11th, but it's the 8th if you get the deluxe edition or higher. So it's like the deluxe or the NWO for life edition. That one's only digital, which I think is the dumbest thing ever. So I'm getting the deluxe because I wanted to buy, the disc. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. The roster is going to be weird. There's going to be quite a bit of people who aren't with the company anymore who are going to be on the game. My GM is back. Let's see. What else? There's my career. That's basically revamped and better than ever. It looks amazing. The game looks amazing. But I just want it to come sooner. I just want to record videos on it already. I just want to do, like a GM mode, series where I just, do a year in game and try to, overtake, and just be on the top. Let's see. Like there's my factions where it's like a faction mode that you can play. There's regular, I think, online community creations for you community creation people out there. It's going to be all cross platform, so Xbox, PlayStation, I think PC also is all going to be connected. So that gives me more stuff to view. So I'm not going to be viewing the same, 5 people's stuff when I go through the community creations, because there's only so many people on PS4 that are going to be uploading and doing stuff. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm very very excited for this game. Hopefully it does good for the channel. I'd love for it to do good. Have a good time. I think that might be it, guys. I'm very excited. A wrestling game. I'm excited to watch the Royal Rumble, even though there's not a lot happening. But yeah. I'm just gonna end it off by saying, buddy, I'm going to miss you. It's been 1 week without you. I love you. Hope to see you soon. We did get him cremated, so I'm just waiting for the call any day now to be able to bring you back home. So, I love you. I think about you all the time. And, yeah. Please, for prayers for him. He went quick. I was expecting it for a long time. Maybe the past year, I've just been mentally thinking he's gonna go soon. But I'm glad I'm glad that he went here at home instead of like in a vet where they got him hooked up to a needle and this and that and fluids and all that stuff. I'm glad he went here and he went quick. I heard him when he went. He gave one last little yike. He went. Thought it was normal, but it wasn't. It was I'll miss him a lot. I cried enough over him. I know he wouldn't want me to cry over him, and just like now talking about it, like I'm sad, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to cry because of it. Like I have all these things in my head that I keep going through my head, and you know I think about it. Like just walking out. When I walk in from work, I expect him to be there, but he's not. Um, Going out of my room to just go get a drink. I'm expecting to kind of like step over him or, walk around him because he's laying right in the middle of the floor. Walking up to my bed to go to bed at night. Not seeing his little head peek out from underneath the bed, looking up at me. Let me show you. This is one of the last pictures that last picture I personally took of him was November 21st, 2021. He's laying in bed, sleeping, snoring away. With his favorite toy, one of his two favorite toys right there. And then the last, I guess, known picture of me and him together. This is the type of relationship that me and him had. I'd lay on the floor, he'd come on over, lay right next to me, and just sit there and rub his belly, give him kisses, he'd give him back. I miss him a lot. But just gotta move on with life. So I miss you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing better. And I hope everyone in here kind of, I don't want to say like give me love, but if I don't upload, this is why. So, yeah, enough with the soppy stuff. Hope you guys did enjoy this podcast. I know majority of it was sad, but the rest of it was, I think, not too bad. I hope you did enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, your thoughts on the Royal Rumble, and the thoughts on the new wrestling game. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.